I'm back. And today we're gonna do it just a little bit different. We're gonna talk about accountability today, but I'm also gonna do my little workout because that's what I like to do. I've been sitting down eating and I haven't showed y'all what I do, so I'm gonna show y'all what I do in real time. Alright? So I'm also gonna leave a link to my workout page, and that's all I do. I post workout vids, sports highlights, little stuff like that on that channel. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. And today we're gonna be talking about accountability. All right, accountability, and everybody needs to hear this, but I'm mainly talking to my guys. Okay. All right, accountability. And one thing I like to note out about accountability is it takes work. It takes work. But it's not that hard. Okay? It's not that hard. Telling the truth, being honest about what you did, about whatever it was, okay? That's the main thing. A lot of people don't pay attention just to that, but that's the main important thing. If you did a mistake, are you gonna own up to it? Right? If you fucked up, are you gonna own up to it? Or are you gonna blame somebody else? What you gonna do? A lot of us, we don't even like to admit when we're wrong. I don't know if it's a pride thing or we just don't want to admit it. And it starts at an early age. I always like to go back to my son because I have him full time. He sleep. He's on a schedule like every kid should be around that age. But he's at that age now. I started noticing it last year. Anytime he does something he's not supposed to, sometimes he don't want to be accountable for his actions. Okay? So like I said, it started at an early age. And of course I'm teaching him. But that's when it starts. And if you're grown and you never was accountable for your actions, I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's gonna be tough for you. It's gonna be very tough for you. Alright? Because in the real world you gotta learn. In the real world, it's very minimal passes. Okay? Because after you get out your house, out your little safe haven, your little safe zone, when you step out those doors, it's real. Anything can happen. So you have to be very mindful about what you do. And that's for males, females, it don't matter. For anybody. Like I said, it takes work. And over time, and the more you do it, the better you'll be at it. It's almost like lifting these weights. The more over time I do it, I get better at it. But not just that, right? I said to myself, and I got my vision board over there. Lift weights, do my push-ups every single day. I didn't do my push-ups yet, so after this, I'm gonna do some push-ups. And that's just a little bit of accountability that I hold on myself. It's more accountability. Making sure my son's on time for school, right? That he's dressed, his clothes ironed, looking good, that he's well groomed. That's more responsibility and accountability that I have on myself. So it's like, do what you can. That knee is crazy right there. Do what you can, but every day, make those efforts, okay? Make those efforts every day. But you gotta work it, okay? You gotta work it. You gotta try. No excuses. Just straight accountability for whatever you did, okay? And let's be honest, right? Accountability can be positive and it can be negative as well. Like, say for instance, right? The big mess at school, and it's a big mess at school, and make a long story short, nobody wants to clean up the mess. You take it into your own hands to clean up that mess. All right? You ain't really looking for no accolades. You're not looking for no special recognition. But when it's time to be recognized, right? And the principal or whoever's in charge asks the question, who cleaned up this trash? Oh, you want to be accountable for that, right? So it's different ways. Accountability can work with us. Now, a lot of times accountability is looked at as a negative type of thing, because let's just be honest, guys. When we fuck up, when we mess up, we don't like to admit it. I don't know what it is. It's just a human nature type thing. And I just think it's an animalistic type nature thing. Even dogs, cats, they, don't like to admit straight up that you did something wrong that you know you shouldn't have did. It's embarrassing, right? It's embarrassing. But bump the embarrassment, right? Go ahead and admit it. Get that shit off your chest. And become free. You're gonna free yourself. That's how I look at it. Freeing yourself. And it feels so much better. If you say you was going to do something this week, you haven't done it this week, go ahead and do it. I said I was going to stop smoking this week. I stopped yesterday. Today, it's going to be a test. All right? The next day is going to be a test. Just being honest with y'all. So, what you want, how you want to go about it, and accepting accountability for whatever actions that you did is like everything a man is about, right? All we got is our word and our balls, and we accept accountability. We accept accountability no matter what. Sometimes that shit gonna hurt, bro. Sometimes that shit ain't gonna feel right. That don't mean that you stop. Just keep going, man. Keep going. I got another example. For 2 days, for some reason, my little knee has been on this side, my right knee, and I don't know why. I've been making sure that I point my toes the right way. I don't know why, but anyway, sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't. So I'm still doing my leg exercises because I don't want to not do them. I'm just not going down fully like I usually do. I don't want that to be an excuse why I don't do my exercise. All right? I don't. So I said to myself, I just go a little bit light and I'll just still do it because I don't want to miss out. Okay? All right, guys, if you just started or you want to start working out or you want to start doing some type of healthy activity, just start. Nobody's putting a gun to your head. But you do have a conscience, all right? You do. You have a conscience. And every night, before you go to bed, I know it's talking to you. You gotta do something, bro. You gotta do something, bro. Why not go ahead and do it? Why not go ahead and do it? I don't know. Sometimes I think people scared. Sometimes I think people are lazy. Me, I was both. Just gonna be honest with y'all. See, a lot of other people they not gonna be transparent with y'all. That means they not gonna be upfront and real, but I am because I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. Like I always say, everybody ain't grow up with money. Everybody ain't grow up with no silver spoon. A large majority of us, and I'm in that basket too. All right. You grew up kind of poor. We really did. Now, I grew up blessed because, I had my mom and my dad, so I didn't really recognize all that stuff. But yeah, bro, like we all going through the same shit, and what the goal is the same, right? Just to be wealthy and to be financially sufficient, to be financially stable, make sure everything is good so we can have fun, right? Go on adventures, vacations, just enjoy life. But if we're not going to be accountable for the stuff that we've done in the past or in the present, bro, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You got to own up to what you done as a man, okay? You got to own up to what you done as a person. And being a man is owning up to your actions. No matter how hard it hurts, no matter how silly it looks, own up to that shit, bro. I was talking in one of my videos 2 days ago, right? Develop some type of discipline. This is one of my disciplines, y'all. Me working out. So when y'all don't see me, I'm not talking, eating, my veggies and whatever. I'm working out. And this is what I do. I relieve a lot of stress like this, man. I ain't even gonna lie. And it feels good. this is a lifestyle, okay? I've been doing this all my life, and when I think about it, I really have push-ups, squats, all that. And it's like, why stop? Sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I don't feel like doing it. I don't, but that's an excuse. As a man, we gotta knock off the excuses. We gotta knock off the excuses and just do it. Because after I finish all this shit, bro, and during the whole entire event, I feel way better. With every rep I do, right? I feel stronger. I know I look stronger. I just feel good. So, me not doing it, I know it's not gonna be not beneficial to me. So, I know I need to do this. All right? I know I gotta do this. All right? This is something that y'all might need to do too. You might not need to do the whole routine, but as far as finding some type of routine that fits what you're trying to do. Gotta be accountable. I got an example. So last week there was a bad car wreck, and when I read the news, I'll see if I can find it, but if I can't, y'all just gotta take my word for it. The description was something like this, and I don't want to quote it verbatim, but it was something like this. I'm paraphrasing. The oncoming car was coming at about 65 to 70 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour speed limit zone. The car that was turning was only going about 25, 30 miles per hour. So you see how the story is already leading it, okay? So, of course, the person that was going slow, yes, they got hit. Nobody died, of course. Luckily, thankfully, nobody died. But the person that was going 70 miles per hour, you know what they said? If they wasn't going so slow, I wouldn't have hit them. Wow. I'm like, wow. Wow. So no accountability, right? No accountability that you was going 65, 70 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour speed limit zone. Like, what type of shit is that? Come on, bro. Come on. And I don't know if it was a bro or sis, I don't really know, but come on. You said that if the person was driving a little bit faster, okay, and they was only going, 5 miles under the speed limit, right, they wouldn't have got hit. Wow. That's no accountability. That's no accountability. That's not accepting no accountability for their actions, okay? And like I said, it starts when you're small. When you learn, when you're little, you know how to handle that. And we're going to learn, like, I'm going to be honest, it's going to be a battle our whole entire life, okay? Knowing how to accept it and when it's going to be hard. But you got to do it, though. That was no excuse. Like, I really got upset when I read that, you know? I did. If the person was going a little bit faster, they wouldn't have got here. Yeah, really upset me a little bit. That's just wow. Accountability. All right? Accountability. I got more examples too, man. I got so many more examples of accountability, real life scenarios too, but it's some scenarios that I don't want to give because I know people that I love and people who look up to me, they're looking and they're gonna look. And I don't want to embarrass them by the story, even though I'm not gonna say no names, but you know, there's so many stories, countless stories of accountability. I have another story for y'all, right? And this is when I was in college. I can share this story because this was years ago. This was years ago, y'all. So I can honestly share this story. Pitt County. No, we're going to take y'all to Salisbury. Yeah, Salisbury, baby. Oh, over there by Charlotte. Close to Charlotte. Salisbury in the boonies. Y'all remember Stunner for Vegas? Yeah, over there. You know, this was in Salisbury. That's when I was in Livingstone College. It was a Blueberry. And I seen so much stuff. It's like, all I did was moved a couple of minutes away from Hope County. It was just Hope County, my version of Hope County, but just a little bit smaller. That's how I looked at it. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, we was moving into the dorms, and you got to see everybody. And of course, you know, being a male, you filling out everybody. Everybody filling out everybody. Like, okay, who you might have to, you know, tussle with, or, you know, just sizing up. That's just what you do in the animal kingdom. So, anyway, weeks passed, so we started getting familiar with our dorms and our dorm rooms. And now we know the ins and outs. We know what to do. We know how to do it. We know how to sneak the girls up there. All that stuff, because it was an all-boy dorm, all right? It wasn't co-ed or anything. There was no co-ed until I went to ECU. You always had to sneak into the girls' dorm rooms whenever you was at Livingstone. I don't know how it is now, but when I was there, you had to sneak up in there, you know, which made it exciting, because if you got caught, you get fucked up. You gonna get expelled. You probably not get expelled. I never got caught, but I think you get like a little write-up or something like that, and the next morning, they call your parents, and then, yeah, it's over. All right. But anyway, once we knew the in and outs, right? That's when people really started partying, drinking, smoking weed, selling weed, all that other stuff, yeah. Pills, all that shit, right? Mind you, 17, 18, 19, all the way to 30. Because your residential mentor, he's about 30, sometimes 26, 25. But the youngest about 17, sometimes 16. I was 18. So you got to understand, right? Livingstone is a church school. But if you know anything about the church, black church, right? Everybody that goes to the black churches, nigga, everybody usually from the hood. There's going to be 100 with you. And the scholarships, the athletes, all that was just like, yeah. Yeah, so it was rough. It was rough. Dorm life. So, getting back on subject, it was two dudes. One of them had real good trees, and the other one had trees too, but he didn't have a lot. It was just like really two. It might have been three, but those were the only niggas that was really selling bud. And one nigga was from Detroit, and another nigga was from, I don't really know. Oh, no, he was from Charlotte. Okay, so the nigga from Detroit, he was a little bit older, right? He wasn't that big at all. A little skinny nigga, but he could dress. Always had money. Bad little bitch. And he didn't play. He didn't smile or nothing. You know, and the nigga had to be about like maybe 23. He was about 23. He had about 23, 24. Nigga damn near. He looked like he was about 30. But I know he wasn't that old, but yeah. Anyway, the other nigga, he was like my age, but he was just swole. He was on the football team, right? Like, he wanted to bully niggas and all that other shit. So, one day, the nigga sold some trees on the nigga hallway. Bro, when I tell you the nigga from Detroit beat the snot out this nigga, bro. Beat the snot out of this nigga, right? Beat the snot out this nigga. And fucking threw all his weed out the window, right? Now all my friends, they went outside and got all the free weed because we ain't stupid. We won't sell it. We were just smoking it. So we had to get that. Weeks before that, man, the nigga from Detroit told the nigga, hey, bro, this is my little block. It's my little dorm room. Don't be selling nothing. Don't be, nah, this is me. You know, niggas was really acting like it was state property and paid in full, like, for real, for real. Nigga, this is in 2006. All right? I'm dead ass, bro. I'm dead ass, bro. Niggas like, yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. So when he saw him and that shit happened, he made him, it was bad. Another example, one of my friends, Hakeem, and then my roommate, DJ. This was a really bad example, but, I mean, a really good example, but it's a bad situation, right? So it's about accepting accountability, you know? It's about accepting full accountability. DJ, of course, you know, he was raised with his grandma, King, got two parents in the house, but I think King was just a little bit spoiled. DJ wasn't. DJ didn't have a lot of shit. DJ didn't have a lot of shit at all. DJ was on the band. He only had like 3 hats. 3 hats, that's it. And during that time, we was fascinated by fitted hats. We love fitted hats. All right? It didn't matter what it was. If you had a fitted hat, that was just a little bit of drip. Real talk. All right? Fitted hats, grills, all that other good stuff. Anyway, DJ was in the band. My nigga King, he was on the football team. King would come in all the time because I would be recording. Like, I used to, yeah, that's all I used to do, bro. Music. I've been doing music for so long. So I'm recording people, and I wasn't making my beats at this time. Like, I knew how to make beats, but I wasn't making beats. So, you know, just going to YouTube, and we was going to SoundClick at the time. SoundClick and YouTube, of course. And just getting beats and rapping on them. I had Cool Edit Pro at the time, so I was just recording. Anyway, King was up in there one day. He was like, damn, nigga, that shit's a raw hat. I was like, yeah, bro, that shit hard, but that's DJ's. Just ask him. He was like, all right. So one day, DJ was like, nigga, you seen my hat? I was like, nah. Nigga, Keem had took his hat, bro. Nigga, Keem had took his hat, bro. Nigga was fresh as hell with that shit on, right? He like really low-key bullied DJ with that shit. And I was like, and DJ told me what's gonna happen. And he was like, damn, nigga, you took my hat. He said, man, my grandma gave me that hat, bro. My grandma gave me that hat. So he found King. I was like, bro, just chill out. Not right now. Like, just wait. He was like, nah, fuck that, bro. That's my hat, bro. And I was like, you know, a little part of me was like, yeah, bro, that is your hat, bro. Do what you gotta do. But I know a King. Like, that nigga's a beast. That's all that nigga do is lift weights. Him and DJ the same size, but DJ like 146. King 185 pounds full of muscle. Pitbull, nigga. Real shit, nigga. King a cute dog to this day. You feel me? Like real shit, he a cute dog. Nigga, a straight fucking animal. So anyway,
I was like, bro, no, I wouldn't do that shit. I didn't even want to be up in that bitch. All I know is I had went downstairs and I just heard a lot of, oh shit. Bro, they had gotten a fight. By the time I had got back up, bro, DJ face was so fucked up. That shit was crazy. Now, Keem had a little scratch too. You know what I'm talking about? He was mad. You know, he was mad about that, but it wasn't like DJ's. You know. Now the thing is, and like I said, it's a fucked up story. Akeem didn't accept accountability for his actions. He didn't. None of that shit had to happen. And in return, what happened with King was he had to sit out 2 games. Bro. You know? And yeah, bro, playing football. You feel what I'm saying? Like he had to do that, but the crazy thing is, bro, none of that had to happen if King would have just asked. If King would have just asked DJ, none of that shit would have ever happened. Like I say, accountability. Sometimes that shit can cost you nothing. Sometimes it can cost you your life. It was just sad. It was really sad seeing that, man. Those were both my friends. DJ, my roommate. King showed me so much working out. So showed me so much stuff working out, you know. So it was just sad seeing that. I'm just glad nobody got hurt that bad, you know. What are you willing to do? What are y'all willing to do for accountability? Like I say, it takes discipline. But it takes a real man to be accountable for his actions. You fuck up. It's okay, those fuck ups make us better. You did something you wasn't supposed to, it's okay. But let's not keep doing the same shit over and over. That shit's not gonna benefit us. We just gonna be wasting time. Alright? Nothing wrong with being accountable for your actions. But let's not just continue to do the same shit. Alright, I stepped on your shoes today. I apologized, okay. Alright? I accept accountability for it. Tomorrow come around, I do it again, bro. Come on now. I'm not learning anything. Now something has to be done. All right? Something has to be done to let you know I'm serious about my shoes. All right? Just being honest with you. So, like I say, it takes time. It takes discipline. And it's going to take a little patience. But the most important thing, the honesty. The honesty. I mean, can you bring your honesty out? All right? And not be dishonest about the situation. All right? If I accidentally nudged you, okay? What's wrong with saying excuse me? What's wrong with saying excuse me? If I accidentally knocked down your papers, right? What's wrong with me just picking them up and saying, hey, I apologize for that? What's wrong with that? That's accepting accountability. All right? If I said something that was hurtful to you, and I know that it was hurtful to you, and I know I shouldn't have said it, what's wrong with apologizing, right? Not saying sorry, all right? But apologizing. Apology takes thought, okay? I have another example for y'all, all right? Another example. It's when I was elementary school, but it dates all the way back until I was grown. All right, so look, elementary school. And this is during Valentine's Day. All right? This is during Valentine's Day. And I was in the second or third grade. I think I was in the second grade. I'm not sure. I think it was second grade. Yeah, I think it was second grade. And there was a girl in my class called Karen OM, and I was just so mean to Karen. And I don't know why. Karen was so pretty. She was so pretty, and I don't know why. I was so mean to her. But anyway, I was mean, and I let her know that. That shit was awful, bro. That was awful. And looking back at it, I wouldn't want nobody to do that to my sister, because I'd beat them up. Like, even back in the day, I was always a little nigga with balls. Like nobody can say they just slapped me around ever. Hell no. Hell no. I learned the hard way. But anyway, I was so mean to Karen for some reason. And if Karen, you watching this, I apologize. She knows that I apologized to her. Like probably about 5 years ago, maybe. I apologize. I apologize to all the females that I felt like I ever did wrong. Yeah. But anyway, Valentine's Day came, right? And you know, on Valentine's Day, you have to get everybody, you got to get everybody a card on Valentine's Day, right? A card, candy, right? They own little, bag. So, Valentine's Day come, I'm at the house, and I'm writing down stuff for everybody. I'm writing down notes for everybody, every individual note, and I let Karen know, right? Happy Valentine's Day. I didn't want to give this to you, but I did it because my mom said I had to. All right? That was just so mean, and I might have said something else. I could have said something, but that was so mean, right? And I never apologized about that. Never did. When I was little, I never did, man. Right? She never told on me or anything. That's the crazy thing. She took it, and that was it. So, I'm going to take you back to 2019. I want to say 19. Yeah, 19. 2019, maybe 18. I want to say 18, because that's when I was at my baby mama's house, right? 2018. It was just bothering me. It was bothering my soul, man. It was bothering my soul. I felt like J. Cole again. And that's before J. Cole felt like that, right? It just bothered me. And I found her on Facebook, and I apologized, right? I said, Karen, I apologize for saying those mean things to you when we was young. That was wrong of me. Please accept my apology. Please accept my apology. I really do apologize, because that was so mean. That was awful of me to say to you. And you know what she replied back to me? She said, wow. She said, the Lord is good. She said, the Lord is good. I'm telling y'all this, y'all. You never know what you might have said to somebody, right? You never know what you might have done to somebody to hurt them. You never know. You never know. All right? You take this little bit of time right now, and you apologize. You sincerely, thoughtfully, and you apologize for that to that person. Okay? She said, the Lord is good. She said, I thought you forgot about that. I was like, nah, I never forgot about that. And she never forgot about it either. Okay? She's been waiting on that apology since the second grade. Since the second grade, y'all. All right? That's no excuse. That ain't no excuse. All right? We can do better, guys. We can do this. All right? Accountability. I'm going to finish my workout. What are you going to do next time to be accountable for your actions? Right? What are you going to do next time that's different, so a person can feel like they can trust you? Okay? It's about time for us to straighten up. It's time for us to act more like men. It's time for us to stop bullshitting around, guys. All right? Are you going to be accountable for your actions? All right? I'm going to continue my workout. I still got more working out to do. And until next time, right? Be accountable for your actions. No more excuses. Just do it. I'm out.
That was decent, right? Go ahead and subscribe if you want to watch more. And I'm out.